Steve, the more industrious of the two workers. I'd really like to know why he's drilling holes in my castle. Hey, Steve!
Yeah?
Why are you drilling holes into the castle?
Oh, it's simple. The foundation walls are full of water from extinguishing the fire. They sucked it up like a sponge. If we don't get the moisture out of the walls, then the whole castle will start to go moldy.
And the water just runs out of the holes? I can't believe that.
Of course not. I'm drilling the holes for these cartridges. There's liquid in them, which crystallizes in the wall and binds the water.
Oh, right. Do you work for free?
No, sir. But unlike Greg, I believe you've got enough money. You have, haven't you?
I own a castle, don't I?
Oh, of course. I was just saying. I mean, you hear all the stories nowadays about poor nobility, and the castle ain't exactly in tip-top condition.
I'm sorting it out. Whatever's being mixed in here, it can't be cement. Otherwise there'd be a pile of sand nearby. I hope the construction guys know what they're doing. If I don't poke it, looks like it's broken.
It was the damn long-haired hippies from the next village.
I think this is one of the stand-ins. I think this is one of the stand-in stones Victoria. A ladder. Who knows when it was put here? It looks even older than the castle, if that. Not exactly what you'd expect from a castle garden. Ugh, the door is practically rusted solid to the frame. It's obvious that Lewis hasn't seen the inside of the greenhouse for more than 3 weeks. This is in dire need of a good tidy-up. Welcome to the jungle. Half of it is dried out, and the other half is rotten. That was a bucket for water. Maybe I can use it for something else. What have we got here? A garden hose. Hoses have always brought me luck so far. A statue. Is that the White Lady? I doubt it. She's too scantily dressed. Oh God, I see her everywhere, even though she's not there at all. Still, it's a shame she's got so dirty. It looks like the gardener is the murderer, or, like Lewis, got wrapped up with a murderess. It's very unusual to put carpet down in a greenhouse. The gaps between the tiles haven't been cemented. The tiles here have only been placed loosely next to each other. The tiles here have just been placed loosely on there. There's a trap door underneath them. A withered plant. It says Valeriana Walrathi on the label here. That must have been one hell of a rake. Now it's just a long wooden stick. The bottom part is broken off. that lead to? Far down, in any case. It looks like an old well shaft. There's a case on a sort of ledge. Who put that there? Who knows what could be moldering at the bottom of this well? The stick is long enough, but I can't hook the case up with it. I need something like a handle. If the stick wasn't wood but a magnet, then maybe. But this won't hold. If the stick wasn't wood but a magnet, then maybe. But this won't hold. That is a mighty... Pretty tall, this greenhouse. It's more like an orangery, where lemon trees are housed over the winter. Looks like Lewis hadn't taken his job seriously for quite some time. A ladder. Who knows? Here, it goes down a few. The fitting description. No, I really don't feel like speaking to anyone from the village at the moment. The pane of glass is loose. I'll take it with me. I'll leave him in peace for now. Hello? No one there. Hello, Father.
Welcome back, Adrian.
Miss Antolini, Victoria's nurse, what do you know about her?
She was sent by the diocese. They have very well-trained nursing staff, competent and trustworthy.
You didn't know her personally?
I know the manageress of the diocese, Mrs. Puft. She's the wife of the brother of the mayoress, Mrs. Puft, her sister-in-law.
Yeah, but you've never met Miss Antolini.
I saw her a couple of times when I visited Lady Victoria. Made a nice impression.
I'm the last Gordon. Sounds like the last Mohican. What does that actually mean to me?
My son, you don't have to remain the last one. It's up to you whether it's the end of your lineage or a new start.
So, if I should decide to become a Catholic priest, then it would pretty much be the end.
You can still think about it. Your inheritance isn't just of a spiritual kind, it's also material. There's also the Black Mirror estate to manage. Presumably also the one in Wales. A huge responsibility, but also a huge gift.
And what about your church? It was built by Marcus Gordon, so it must belong to me now too?
The gift isn't that huge. Marcus Gordon built it, but he was also a loyal son of the church, and always gave everything back that he got from it. Warm Hill Church belongs to itself, and of course the people here.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
The medication that Dr. Halo, the info on the box isn't there. I don't want to burn that. That was once a window and a door. You can still see the sealant on it. An empty plastic bottle. It once... The left wing of the castle is really collapsed now. Why this debris was brought into the main hall of the castle and not taken outside? It's a roll of damp-proof sheet. The craftsman should really cover... I guess that's no big deal. I'll leave it here. That's the only part of the library that was damaged by the fire. An old mural. Looks like the books about horses. The Gordon's Hall. I'll put in a computer here. Stories, adventures, and fairy tales. In the corner, there's a richly ornamented... My telephone. The entire... What are these moths? It looks like mildew. An empty pot. I have no idea what I could do. The door is closed. I've got the right key here. I assume that there's wine stored in these barrels, but as old as everything here is, could be vinegar by now. These are pipe clips, like metal cable ties. Extremely useful. Quick setting foam, industrial quality, particularly suited to damp areas. Great, an extension cable. There's cleaning stuff, just no one to use it. The bucket is half full of a white salt, probably for when it's icy. A power socket, but does it have a step ladder, like you'd use to change a light bulb? Huh. Why should the cellar light in Blackmare Castle work? Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in Mord. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't have hidden her money. The castle's almost completely burned down. No wonder it's so filthy everywhere. A power socket. Why do I a ladder? I've attached the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it. Excellent. I now have a sort of grappling hook. I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off of the ledge. Got it. A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it. A 10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner. Aha! Here on the first page it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about then? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3:00 p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note: the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4:00 p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman. And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse. This is the horse Henry described in his notes. So, Fury, where's your secret? Well, if that's not a button... Nothing's happening. I just imagining it, or are those actually scuff marks? 7 small holes all next to each other. These could be used for ventilation if any of Mordred's colleagues are living in there. But it kinda looks like you put something into them. The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this. But it kinda looks... Nothing's happening. The toothpicks fit perfect. .3 p.m. Tea time, everything very clearly documented when he saw... Obviously, Henry Stanton wanted to know when he could get at the whole... I bet there's something valuable. What does he mean by Durham Gordon? It's a roll of damp. The craftsman should... I guess that's no big... I'll leave it here. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Adrian. What's up? Have you sorted out the finances?
No, not yet.
You know where you can find me.
There's no light in the cellar.
Oh no, it's going to stay like that for the time being. The water used to put out the fire flooded the whole cellar, and there are electrical wires all over. Much too dangerous.
It's good at least one of them is working. A massive block of stone. The globe is metal. An empty pot. I have no idea. A power socket. The bucket is half full of a white... Oh, beautiful.
beautiful two-handed swords with ground steel blades, shoved up on the wall any old way, and also next to an ordinary flail, as wielded by mere bandits and riffraff. Whoever hung these weapons here had no idea what they were.
A mattress seems to be a bit too... Let's see. Maybe this Durgam Gordon is here somewhere. Looks like there's no Durgam Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garma, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year. If I knew which one of them had lived when, then I could narrow down the choice. Oh look, green. Durgam Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon. Durgam Gordon. My? Lillian Gordon was Durgam's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662. Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durgam. I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either. The piece of frame seems to be loose here. Maybe it got broken in transit. The piece fits, but there are only 2 metal pins and 7 holes. The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes, but that alone won't help me. Toothpicks, a full pack. The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes. 7 small holes all next to each other. But it kinda looks like you put... The piece fits, but... Nothing's happening. This is the horse Henry described. I can't make any... This must be the portrait of Durgam. The frame is charred, but the fire doesn't seem... It doesn't look like the piece just broke off. What's this? Just like on the stone plinth. 7 small holes. A mattress seems... The toothpicks can be pushed about 2... Huh. There's some pretty big... It's signed W. Gordon, 1921. I wonder if William painted it. This is Victoria's jewelry. The door is locked. Fits perfectly. Now the bucket has a glass bottom. Hopefully, they're supporting the unsound mason. Hello, Father.
Welcome back, Adrian.
I'd like to hear the story.
Mark, a few it was, but the
Right.
Well, I all basically.
Do you know it?
But what? Perhaps. Or
Thank
they-
you, Father. Thanks for the help.
May the Lord.
This is Sally's grave. I'll leave him in peace. The correct translation is see the... I'll leave Ralph in peace for a bit. According to the map, it's really overgrown back there. First it was on the tree, and now it's on the ground. No. I think this is one of the... The gate is locked shut. The castle looks really threatening. One of three nymphs old Bates used to use the name. In Greek mythology, they were... Well... Is it just me, or has nature taken its course? An empty letterbox. The castle... I ought to get it removed. You can hardly see any signs. If I don't peg it, it's good at least. It's a roll of the crafts. I guess I'll leave it here. Construction foam. Needs moisture. A ladder. Who knows when it... A statue. Oh God, I see her everywhere, even though she's not there at all. A withered plant. Don't reckon this hole's got much more to offer. A power socket. Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in more. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't have hidden her money. Ugh, I'm sure Victoria. Nothing's happening. The toothpicks fit perfectly. The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 cents. A charred piece of picture frame. Toothpicks, a full pack, a bucket with a glass bottom, an empty plastic bottle, an extension cable, construction foam, the medication that Dr. Halo Paradox. The info on the box isn't very informative. Take the Halo...